Every other day, we discover a new criminal entering the realm of crime, including robbers, killers, serial killers, and drug lords. Before we discuss the deadliest women criminals, hit the subscribe and like button for more videos about the most dangerous, deadliest, and scariest videos. It appears that there are plenty of humans willing to act in extreme ways to meet their demands or simply to keep the company going, whether it involves bombing a market or killing children for ransom money. And if you believe that only men can survive in the criminal underworld, you need to reconsider. Because women have played a significant role in it from the beginning. Fans of true crime are aware that men tend to predominate when it comes to well-known offenders. Just consider this: aside from a few renowned female criminals, we have all heard of Ted Bundy, Charles Manson, and Al Capone, but the women are by much less well known than the men. Is this because women are less likely to commit crimes than men? Are we more or less drawn to wrongdoings by nature? Most likely not. But it stands to reason that most powerful criminals are men. Therefore, in an effort to promote some gender equality, and let's not be flippant, committing a crime like murder is no laughing matter. Here are the 10 most dangerous female criminals. Number 10. Maria Licciardi. She was involved in the execution of more than 100 people in connection with a heroin competition. Prior to her country's unraveling, Maria Licciardi ran the Camorra criminal coup in Naples, Italy, from 1993 to 2001. When there were over 100 murders in Naples in 1999, it was because of a dispute over heroin between groups. She was apprehended in 2001 after the police intensified their search efforts after she disappeared for an extended period of time. When she included the list of the 30 most required Italians in 1999, she sought complete seclusion. Number 9. Claudia Ochoa Felix. Claudia Ochoa Felix is ranked number 9 on the list of the top 10 most dangerous female criminals in the world. She is on our list and is the 9th most dangerous female criminal in the world. Claudia is a model and a social media influencer. Her other moniker is Kim Kardashian of organized crime. She was born in Mexico in 1987, and she is currently 30 years old. She is allegedly the boss of the murderous Mexican gang Los Anthrax, according to the media. This gang is the most powerful trafficking group, according to U.S. intelligence. She is one of the most lethal criminals there is. Number 8. Genene Jones. Several infants were killed by Texas pediatric nurse Genene Jones, who gave them injections of medications like digoxin, heparin, and succinylcholine. She had a cunning plan to become famous by putting kids in peril and then rescue them in front of everyone. However, things didn't proceed as planned, and numerous kids passed away from respiratory difficulties and cardiac paralysis. Jones was apprehended, but the evidence was scant. She was convicted guilty of one murder following a protracted hearing and given a prison term. She is one of the most deadly female criminals and is accused of being a serial killer. She is accountable for up to 60 baby and child fatalities. Number 7. Karla Homolka. Along with her spouse Paul Bernardo, Karla Homolka actively participated in a number of rapes and killings. They even killed Karla's younger sister in addition to a few other teenage girls. Even worse, some of their horrible crimes were documented. The criminals were subsequently apprehended by the police, but Karla was able to negotiate a lesser sentence by saying that Bernardo had coerced her into taking part in the crimes. 3 young girls were raped and killed by this dangerous Canadian serial killer and her husband. She gained international notoriety after she was found guilty of manslaughter in the rape murders of 2 Ontario adolescent girls in 1991 and 1992, Leslie Mahaffey and Kristen French, as well as the rape and death of her sister Tammy. Number 6. Diane Downs. Diane Downs, one of the worst mothers in history, attempted to kill every one of her kids in order to keep her childless partner. Downs shot her kids before taking them in the car to the hospital. She made up an incident involving a carjacking and injured herself to support the lie. Only her second kid had passed away, and her oldest daughter's evidence demonstrated the mother's callous deed. She was sentenced to life in prison. There is a movie based on her life called Small Sacrifices. It was influenced by Ann Rule's book of the same name. She is recognized as one of the most deadly female criminals in history. Now if you're still watching the video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more interesting facts. Number 5. Alleen Wuornos. At a young age, she began working as a prostitute. She engaged in minor crimes to increase her income, which put her at odds with the authorities. When she started dating Terry Amore, a hotel maid, she increased the scope of her operations. They often robbed Wuornos' clients and shot anyone who resisted them. 7 guys had been killed by them after a year. Wuornos was apprehended and found guilty of numerous killings. In 2001, she was put to death. One of the historically most dangerous female criminals was Wuornos. She was a horrifying American serial murderer who killed 7 guys in Florida. The 2003 movie Monster tells Wuornos' life story from her early years up until the time of her first murder conviction. Wuornos was played by Charlize Theron in the movie. In addition, the one received the Best Actress Oscar for her performance as Wuornos. Number 4. Griselda Blanco. Griselda Blanco, also referred to as the Black Widow and the Queen of Cocaine, was not a small-time offender. She was a cruel drug queen who ruled the industry. She rose to prominence in the cocaine trade and gang conflicts in America during the 1970s and 1980s. She was a killer without mercy, even willing to murder her spouse for cash. According to reports, she murdered hundreds of people, including her ex-husbands. She was apprehended and given a 19-year prison term. After being set free, an unknown assailant shot and killed her. One of the most dangerous female criminals is this Colombian drug boss. She is also a pioneer in the 1950s through the early 2000s Miami cocaine drug trade and underworld. She has killed up to 200 individuals while smuggling cocaine from Colombia to New York, Miami, and Southern California. Finally, on September 3, 2012, her narrative came to an end. At the age of 69, she was shot and died. Number 3. Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden was the main suspect in the infamous Fall River murders of 1892, one of the most horrific incidents in American history. Her account claims that she discovered her father lying on his couch, dead, covered in blood, with his left eyeball halved. In the same manner, her stepmother was found in a bedroom. There was a ton of evidence against Lizzie, including the maid's testimony, and her testimony was inconsistent. She was found not guilty despite this, and the question was left unanswered. Number 2. Bonnie Parker. Clyde Barrow's lover and companion, Bonnie, joined them in their Great Depression-era criminal spree. They committed a string of robberies, kidnappings, and killings with their Barrow gang while eluding the police on each occasion. They maintained their rampage for 4 years before being apprehended in 1934 during a carefully planned ambush. Despite being shot and died in the raid, Bonnie and Clyde's tale has persisted in popular culture despite how deadly it is. One of the most dangerous female criminals in history was Bonnie Parker. She also commits other crimes like robberies in addition to murders, which she does frequently. At least 9 police officers and a number of civilians are said to have died as a result of her and her gang's crimes. Number 1. Mary Ann Cotton. Mary Ann Cotton was one of the most heinous female characters in history and one of the most notorious female serial killers. She had 4 husbands, all of whom passed away with the same sort of stomach fever, along with their offspring. She consistently received big insurance payouts, which at some point was going to raise questions. It was eventually revealed by the media that she had poisoned her husbands, friends, and even her mother and children with arsenic. She killed up to 21 individuals in total, 11 of whom were her children. Only 2 of Mary Ann's 13 children lived to adulthood. On March 24, 1873, she was detained and hanged in Durham County Jail. On Mary Ann's life, the 2015 television drama Dark Angel was based. The David Wilson book Mary Ann Cotton, Britain's first female serial killer, served as the basis for the play. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.